Politricks watch. This is Sir P. Was reasoning with somebody in the PIA. Tears come on my eye when time I listen to the video about the house New York. And he had best work that. Then I say, look YouTuber, imagine me have my daddy and I need visa for go look for him. I forgot to talk about it. I'm going to talk about the fact that, you know, when them tell us say the UK Privy Council is this place where, you know, you get justice and fairness. I said, if this was an actual thing, then the rest of the world would have did it too. If this was a thing, there are almost 200 countries. Surely 130 and 40 would have agreed. When we look, only 6 puppet show we see. There was about 14 countries on the list, but most of them were UK overseas territories. It was like 6, 7 or so puppet show countries, and the majority of these were Caribbean islands. That means the whole world, only the Caribbean house Negro subscribe to this mentality that the British Privy Council is somewhere you can go get justice and if you outsource your final court to them. I gave you the list of the 6 puppet show countries them who subscribe to this mentality. Antigua and Barbuda, the Bahamas, Grenada, Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Vincent, and the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago. Guess what? I'm going to tell you why Jamaica is the biggest puppet show of them all, because at least them can say them get a little thing out of the deal. Jamaica have nothing for show feet. Just running behind them daddy because they're enough and frightened for people. Hey, mommy, daddy, yo. Billy Joe, and me daddy, yo. Know that tune, eh? And me daddy, yo. Joe, and me daddy. Hold on. Yo, when you hear the song start, Usher, I'm going to need you to send on the offering plate. Go understand. Don't worry if you're not on cash. We accept debit, credit, and bank transfers. No check though, because check can bounce. I want to deal with the bounce, because when the bounce about, right, you will get bounced out of here, right. I'm me daddy, yo. Billy Joe, I'm me daddy, yo. Think about it now. The United Kingdom, the king was the queen for much years. But the king of England, the head of state, that's why when they go quote them say the crown versus. The crown, them say Jamaica versus. You notice whenever you see American court case, they say the United States versus John Gotti. Not Jamaica, the crown. So I daddy that. So, how me if you have my father and me can't go look for my father when I look for my father? Daddy put up visa restrictions. Of course, the British will argue that, well, you know, it's because of the problems the Jamaicans are giving and the problems of... Okay, that's true. We know that Jamaicans love get trouble all over the place. No people live in denial. They can't tell me that. Everywhere I go on the road and see Ironman people, any community where I go and see enough Ironman people, there's usually some kind of foolishness going on. That's what I think said. But guess what, Billy Joe? That's your child. If you have a 5-year-old, the cure him push over and broke up things, you're not fling him out of your house. That's your baby. Billy Joe, that's your baby. Why are you putting up restrictions against your baby? The British love Jamaica so much allegedly that they make visa. They put visa restrictions on Jamaicans. And this, despite all of that, Jamaicans still run back at them. If the Jamaican head of state is in the United Kingdom, surely every Jamaican should have the ability to visit their head of state. You see, if this is why I'm telling you, I can't deal with the favourite leaders, I can't deal with the puppet show thing and the host nigga thing. Coming on a spine. If I was the leader of Jamaica, the day England set up visa restriction is the day me I remove them. Right? From Privy Council, head of state, all of that. Tit for tat and petty like that. Oh, you must be my boss, my daddy, and me can't come look for you when time me want to come look for you. You're the head of state, officially. Right. It's more ceremonial duty. It's actually, don't get it twisted, it's your favorite leaders them who have the pen and the paper and can write the laws. But as I ask the question enough times, who control them? Right. Who the Senate, who control the Senate? But right, the head of state, the you know, like in an American place, the head of state is the United States President. In Jamaica, the head of state is the King of England, or whoever is the, whether a king or a queen, whoever, get the throne. So, me have my head of state, and me can't go circle him ends and take 2 pictures. Can't take 2 pictures against Buckingham Palace. Out of all of the 6 countries I'm telling you before, Jamaica is the biggest poppy show of them all. You know why? Because the rest of them can travel to the UK visa free. A matter of fact, this is how embarrassing it is for Jamaica. I give you a list. Them have something named ETA. The cycle you have something named Canada have an ETA too. The UK have an ETA. I think America have one named ESTA. But there are 93 countries. But the UK is eligible for the ETA where you just fill out some online thing and you can travel without visa. When we look on the list, Miss Antigua and Barbuda, they're one of the 6. We look on the list, Miss Bahamas, they're one of the 6. Miss Trinidad, they're one of the 6. Miss St. Vincent, they're one of the 6. Right. Antigua and Barbuda, yes, also one of the 6. So since the list in alphabetical order, I scroll go down and go look for J with that. Miss Italy, then Miss Japan, Minister of Jamaica. I knew it wasn't going to be there. Of course, I Jamaican and no ETA access. Jamaica have to get visa. Jamaicans have to get visa. So Jamaicans sell out themselves. Imami daddy yo, Billy Joe, Ami daddy yo. Jamaicans sell out themselves, sell out them dignity. Trade everything, trade every scrap. Right now. Of pride them have. And still not have nothing for show feet. I look on the list, I see Italy, I see Japan. I see all Germany where England go war against so much time. England, the British rather accept the Germans who back in the day bombed them to smithereens. Then work it out and move on and still can't forgive Jamaican to badness, Imami daddy yo, Billy Joe, Ami daddy yo. I said the English, the British have worked out their differences with the Germans who bombed them to smithereens in World War II. Fighting multiple wars against the Germans. And they've worked out their differences, and so we can't just link without a visa, But them dirty nigga that Jamaica no, sir. They can't come that way. We don't want them nowhere near way. Mr. Singapore, a country that has violated the UK many times now. Enough time UK human rights groups try to Singapore and Singapore run them way, Right. Singapore was a former colony, So the Singaporeans who diss them former colonizer, run them way, shake up them system, go extreme, right, to what them do, right? Tell them so them now stop execute man because them are them own boss. That country depend on the listening. So that shows you so when you stand up to yourself, right, you can still get away with you. It look like the UK actually respect countries stand up for themselves more than them respect the one them roll over, because enough country on this list have a rocky history with the UK. If you think about it, much country there on the list. 5 out of the 6 Papi show them can visit the UK with just an ETA, but Jamaicans need visa. Why would I need a visa to go look for my daddy? That means the British are deadbeat dads. Because me must have my pitney need barrier. Why would I set up a barrier in front of my pitney? Why would I set up a barrier in front of my pitney? Pitney, the daddy want to look for you and I'm sorry, right? Before you can look for me, you have to go do a triple jump, and you must do at least 30 meters. If you can't cover 30 meters, you can't come here, so don't look for me. What kind of father would I be? I'd be a deadbeat. And then I call the British them deadbeat. Workless pooper. That Englishman a workless pooper, Or if you have a pitney. Or you must have your pitney under them kind of restrictions. The daddy will want to visit you. Daddy, we want to visit you. Mr. Billy Joe, the original deadbeat dad, That video that comes Sunday. The original deadbeat dad, walk and breed off much woman all over the world. And then go back in the country, go sit alongside their wife and go like my family, man. Original deadbeat dad. But then I said that about them say Jamaican man, and then say black man a dirty man, just breed girl and left girl to suffer. And they must learn it from Billy Joe. Every Jamaican child Listen to this now. If we're not gonna sell out, if we're not gonna be poppy show, right? If we're not gonna be modern day house niggas, if we're not gonna want to live on plantation, at least have something for show feet. What do you have for show feet? For your buffoonery. You can't even visit your daddy. Jamaicans walking around. This is why we need to make sure the British and the British need to look after we can't even visit daddy. Every Jamaican child, regardless of where them born, with just a passport, should be able to go visit their king. It's literally their king. Jamaicans are subjects of His Majesty. And then can't look for His Majesty? Your Highness? Your Lowness? Jamaican children should be able to take one look plane, go look for them king, and take one picture in front of Buckingham Palace and say, this is where my king lives. This is where the head of state lives. When Jamaicans go to the British Embassy and them say, where you want a visa for? Jamaican should say, I want to go look for my head of state. And the British Embassy, well, okay, that makes sense. Here you go on a road, youth. But if you go to the British Embassy and say, yo, give me a look at visa, they come and go look for my head of state. It's only right I visit my boss. Right? Them that laugh you out of that. Them that laugh in your face and call the security if going to run your way. What do you have to show for your buffoonery? Jamaicans are shameless. Out of the 6 poppy show countries, Jamaica is the biggest of them all because the other 5 can travel visa free. At least them have something to show feet. Where you have to show feet? Where you have to show feet? You can't even get access to your daddy? You can't even get access to your daddy? This is diabolical. That show you say, I know the English are run back at Jamaica and Jamaicans run back at the English. That show me say, I know the British them are run back at Jamaica and Jamaicans are run back at the British because the British, through their policies, have made it clear you are persona non grata. Right? And you still try to force yourself in anything. You have forced yourself to keep them privy council. You have forced yourself to keep man as head of state and man don't even want you around them. They've made it clear. We want Bahamians to visit. We want Trinis to visit. But Uno, only no more than 2% of Uno want that. They must be mad. The rest only can go. Jamaican still a walk up and down now, 2024, but we need to keep the British as the privy council and we need the head of state because we can't look after ourselves. Some of the worst house negroes I've ever seen. Land of wood, water and house negroes. Embarrassing. Out of the 6 poppy shows, Jamaica is the biggest of them all. Nothing for show feet. How can my head of state? How can my head of state not live in my state? How can my head of state not live in my state? And then to make matters worse, I can't visit my head of state? If a Jamaican child come to you, Daddy, I want to link with the king. You have to go get visa. Everybody threw up visa restrictions from Jamaica. Now for the place them say Jamaicans come, them no want to go there say no. No African countries, none of visa restrictions from Jamaica, but they no want to go to Africa. They no want to visit Africa, they no want to go nowhere near other black people. Where they want to go are next to Billy Joe. Mommy daddy yo, Billy Joe and me daddy yo. Often played. Mommy daddy yo, Billy Joe and me daddy yo. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Next one now, come up with my next video. Don't know what I talk about. The history of them now, telling you. The history of them romanticize and cover them for making it look too bad. Billy Joe was the original deadbeat dad. Breed off from much woman on the plantation, breed off German Billy Joe walk and breed off from much woman at St. Elizabeth, but they not call him deadbeat. Enough of them proud to bear Billy Joe's seed. Lord, by the time I'm done, I'm sure to be cancelled. Sure to be cancelled. You cannot get stronger by making someone else lift the weights. You cannot get stronger by making someone else lift the weights. I'm realizing if I no one gets stronger because you enjoy being weak. You think weakness is a virtue. You are proud to be a victim. You don't want to leave the plantation. You don't want to destroy the plantation. You want to stay on the plantation and complain. That's what I realized about enough Jamaicans. Them enjoy complaining on the plantation. You see, the more things change, the more they stay the same. They're not telling you, oh, them plantation, they really did work. They make it sound like there was some kind of unified cause amongst all the slaves to leave and get free. That is not true. There was the house Negroes like Malcolm X talked about who were loyal to Massa. Right? They will fight you for him. Right? They were the ones who will say, yo, me I cut, me I let us up by any means, all them did. Right? And there was a third set of them said them want left, you know. But when our time for left, them start say, yo dog, yo, even if we left my youth, where we are go my youth, look my way. Look, we don't even know if we do not dog. We don't even have nothing dog. I say, I better we just stay here, say, yeah, man, because we not capable of looking after ourselves, dog. It's me I say, we're there, so at least we have a little shelter over our roof and we get a little food in our belly. You see me I say, dog? So I better we just go on easy, yeah, man. Then I tell you about that set there, now. They don't tell you about that set. That set exists today. That is the set that is walking around saying, keep the British as final code. Keep the British as head of state. Because we can't do this and we can't do that. That same Negro 300-400 years ago behind the plantation saying we can stay here so because we can't do this and we can't do that. They make it sound like, oh, every single slave wanted to do this and ridiculous. That is a myth. That is a lie. There were different camps. Some wanted to stay. Some said them want left. But then when them think about the fact they must go live in a bush and sitting there and they don't want to go away. Right. Some were straight up loyal to Bakra. They not left. As Malcolm said. When him see Bakra sick, him say, Bossy, we sick? But that set who said, if we run, we have to go live in a bush. And it'll take you 150, it'll take you all 100 years to build something, bro. And me don't reach 40 already, I'm not gonna live to see what. Better we just stay as a yard, man. Look on the one them run, look how them chip up. Brother, at least have a shelter here, so. And even though the food we get are scraps. And the food are nothing too healthy and nothing too good, but at least still I get food, dog. We go in the bush, we go look food. If you go in the bush, you go look who own food and build who own this and build who own that. That'll take years, dog. And don't say we can't build nothing already. We need master to tell you, better we easy, yeah, man. Better we easy, dog. Me I say, better we easy, dog. That same mentality exists today. Yo, dog, Jamaica too weak for this, yeah, dog. And Jamaica not competent enough to do this, yeah, dog. And and we too corrupt, yeah, dog. You better we stay here, yeah, man. Better we stay under Englishman rule, yeah, man. Better we keep the other state, yeah, man. Better we keep the privy council, yeah, man. I can see how the plantation, even though we're not on the physical plantation, we're not shackles on the hand, we can see who would have be the rebels. We can see who would have be the house Negroes. We can see who would have be the make it easier, man. We're not built the same. And everybody cut out for this. But what you need to think about is this. Who does history remember fondly? Who does history remember fondly? It's the warriors. It's the one that say, even though it go rugged, I go up on our own. Them the history remember fondly. Like you don't want to rewrite history. Those are the legends, not the house Negroes. Not they make it go on easy because we can't do this and at least we have like a shelter over our head. It's embarrassing. 6 puppet show country and Jamaica is the biggest puppet show out of them all. You've traded your dignity. You've traded your national pride and your honor. You've sold out and you have nothing to show for it. Me can't go visit my king. That is my head of state. I want to visit my head of state without no paperwork. Just go online, full out on a farm, get one ETA and jump on the plane. Go on about business. As me say, I know the English man, I go say, yeah, but it's because Jamaicans give lots of trouble. That's why we have to bring in the... Since that is the case, put up visa restrictions and say, yeah, what? Since you're so damn unruly, since you're so terrible, and you're so wicked and vile, we don't even want you under our Commonwealth. So can the mama and go and wanna go. Right? We don't know more head of state. We don't want to be head of state for do that. You can't keep the good parts. You can't remain head of state, remain privy council leader and jurisdiction, and then, but visa, no! Honestly, work, Billy Joe. Get rid of everything. Set visa restriction, no more head of state, go and run the business, so can the mama. That's what you say. That's what you say, no. No, they've kept the good parts, so they're still head of state. Still have the privy council, we have jurisdiction of the final say on Jamaican matters. But when it comes down to access, suddenly they know nothing for the Jamaicans. Suddenly Jamaicans are demons and animals. Then where you want to be head of state for a group of animals for? Jamaicans are a bunch of violent beasts. Okay. Right. So where you want to be head of state for a zoo for? Right. Them talk about Jamaicans like Jamaicans belong in a zoo. So where you want to be head of state for a zoo for? Billy Joe is a deadbeat dad. He mommy daddy yo. Billy Joe mommy daddy yo. He mommy daddy yo. Billy Joe mommy daddy yo. How can I not be able to visit daddy? Jamaican children are subjects of the king. Let them go look for the king. Your Majesty, your children want to visit you. Shouldn't Jamaican children be able to smell some English here? It's a foreign smell. If we're gonna sell out, have something for show feet, no? Every Jamaican child should have a picture standing in front of Buckingham Palace. This is the symbolic home of my king. Now people don't know so the king and the royal family actually spend the whole of them time in Buckingham Palace, no? But that's another day. But it's the symbolic home, right, of the royal family. So every Jamaican child should have one picture. See me there? Stand up, Buckingham Palace. When did he go? You know, in 2024, yeah man, me visit one school. Jamaican children should have school trips to go to England, you know. Jamaican children should have school trips to go to the country where them head of state there. Who the hell negotiated this deal? Telling about the custodian class and them house negroes, you know. One of the worst deals in history. You get to be my head of state, you get to be my final court, but you put up visa restrictions against me? So I don't get access to you, but you get access to me? British citizens can visit Jamaica as them feel like. Shouldn't it be reciprocated since we're bros? Well, we're not bros, are we? It's not a bro-bro relationship. It's a father and son relationship. A bastard son at that, unwanted. Outside Pitney. And one of the roughest things on outside Pitney. Sometimes them seek the validation and love from them father and them parent and them not get it. Because them not count. Enough outside Pitney spend them years I try to get love and attention from them father or them mother. Right, well, it's usually a father, right? And then they get it. You know why? Because them quote unquote no count. That's what Jamaicans are. Outside Pitney. No count. And still a try. But I'm not story for work. Pitney or Pitney. Right. You Pitney or you Pitney. Where they living in your house or in the road or you Pitney. Are you Pitney? Billy Joe or you Pitney, man? Billy Joe, you don't want to see a Pitney. Your Highness, Your Lowness, you don't want to see Pitney them. A deadbeat? Jamaican woman, why don't I call Billy Joe deadbeat that? Hey mommy daddy yo. Mommy daddy yo. Hey mommy daddy yo. Billy Joe, mommy daddy yo. I want to visit daddy. Daddy, why don't you care? I'm gonna tell you one day, I swear. Why you don't care, daddy? Why you don't care, daddy? Your subjects want to see you, daddy. Jamaicans want to stay on the plantation and complain. It's all them good for complain. They don't want no real changes. I broken this down 100 times. I tell them that the foundation of the nation have to set before the nation can build upon it. You ever build a house from a roof go down yet? You ever see a house built from the roof go down? The foundation of any society's legislation and the policies and That's how you set up the country. This is why Uncle Sam love telling about the Constitution and the Emancipation Proclamation. And him tell about the documents here. It's all paperwork. Nations are started in a paperwork legislation. These are the core values, the core laws upon which we will be built. And then you build the nation on top of that. Jamaica inherited a constitution. It was given a puppy in a constitution, a puppy in a system. I'm telling you, until you fix that, nothing can fix. And nice and all make. We don't want to stay up on the plantation and complain. We don't want to leave the plantation. Because we don't feel comfortable unless Billy Joe turn up over on. Nothing make a Jamaican happier than seeing Billy Joe turn up over them and tell them to do. Nothing. Nothing at all to make them happier. When them in front of somebody look like Shabba Ranks, them a Bullbuck and Duppy Conqueror. When them in front of somebody look like Tom Tavares Finson, they're so submissive and docile. My, how the mighty have fallen. You saw the video with Skeng. That boy's shoulders was down, chest tucked in. Bad man's king. Speaking tone Babylon, beer rifle. Kill 100 people if them diss me. Vice gets soft when him in front of the NYPD. Yo, not take the talk from the foreign police, my youth. And the bad man kick down that. Hear me in the Babylon, boy. Put you on in the waist like again. That's what you say. You're a bad man. You're a bad man. You have to take talk from police, man. You have to take talk from NYPD, for kick down that. Box down that. So you do things. Kick them down like you kick down the police them out of Norman International Airport. Thump them in the face like you thump JCF in the face. Wrestle them like you wrestle JCF. So submissive. You've been defeated in the mind. Big and strong and full of muscle and can jump over things and run faster than everybody else. But mentally weak. 2024 man tell me about me must have foreign head of state that I can't elect and foreign privy council. And then go tell me start just through more and fight against them artists. Why me I say that? That show me sound not tune in regular. Been my stance from day one. We can work together on everything and anything. But when it comes on to jurisdiction, authority, ownership, and control, non-negotiable. All those things are reserved for Jamaicans and Jamaicans only. 2024 just start. When me telling us that we change gear, think a joke thing with them on. You thought it was a joke? Hit this like button. Vulture Squad could never PIA way up. Look out the video son then. Tell us so we start from make. Go back in a more look at struggle documentary then. You saw the video long with you. Almost an hour. Struggle documentaries. We're going to talk about who's the real deadbeat dad here. It's Billy Joe. He's the real deadbeat dad. Breed off from much woman and left the bit in them to suffer all over the world. But we don't call him deadbeat. And get over there and say, Jamaican man a dirty man, a black man a look after them pitney. Billy Joe look after him. How much pitney him have in a Ghana? How much pitney him have in St. Elizabeth? Never even look on them, yeah, never even look on them face yet. But them not call Billy Joe deadbeat. Them proud. They're proud to be Billy Joe's outside pitney. How much man on the plantation Billy Joe they breed off? Them did count? They never count. Deadbeat dad then and deadbeat dad now. Because now, man saying people they can't go look for him. Daddy, why don't you care? Gonna tell on you one day, I swear. Nature Squad, big up on yourself. PIA, you don't know, more life. Ultra Squad, stay circling. Bless.